Hello, this is Geo with World of Tanks. This is a replay in the Jackson, or Slagger for some reason as it's called on the replay file save names. Not a clue why they've done that. I think it was called Sluggus by the Americans, but I don't know. I'd have to look into that. Not a particularly special game in the Jackson. I do enjoy this tank quite a lot. In this, I think I had like slight lag issues here at the start. Yeah, it's telling me that I had like 21 frames, so I don't know why. It recovers, I think, in a little bit. I actually quite like using the 76mm that this can get, although unfortunately when you do run into tier 8s and stuff, it's no longer sufficient, so I do have to run the 90mm. As you can see, my loadout, because this thing carries 47 rounds, I have 40 standard, 5 high explosive just for when if you definitely need to stop cap, or if you're shooting artillery, any little thing like that, or even the open top to other tank destroyers and various other things. And I've got 2 premiums. It's not really enough to ever finish anything, but if you I have once or twice been on like 20 HP in this thing, and against something like a KB3, and you don't want to bounce. I managed to screw that first shot up. I fire blind here. I'm pretty sure I do hit him because when we see him later in the game, he's got a bit of health missing. That or someone else hits him. I take another one hoping that I might have tracked him or something, but based on how much health he returns with later, I'm pretty sure I didn't hit him with that second one. I could not decide where to go in this game. I could see everything on the other side, and I was like, I really would go shooting that, but I decided that the town had plenty of tanks coming across, and there was a load of tank destroyers, but our other flank I didn't feel was necessary over there. And then in the end, I ended up just sat out in the open here until I get some warning shots from my right. But this 90mm gun is devastating if you just leave it on the battlefield shooting at you, because unfortunately the range doesn't show up in the replay. But I think this is about 400 meters. No, it can't be. I don't know. Oh wait, yeah, there we go. It's showing up now. 373. So yeah, nearly 400 meters. Tracked him, and then I keep tracking him, I think, which is kind of annoying. I just wanted to kill him rather than tracking him. But I am sat in the open here, and I am just taking. Well, you'll see how much damage I do afterward. Oh no, because I don't get the end-game replay screen, do I? That's annoying. But I get a high caliber medal, 20% damage and all that. These guys are just sitting in the open and getting destroyed. Good rate of fire on this gun, the 200 and... is it 20 average damage? That sort of thing? That's what I seem to get. Although I just got 252 there, so... I don't know, I should probably check these things out. But as I'm sure I've already probably said in other videos, I just play the tank and see how it feels, see how it goes, and I particularly like this tank. I got the Hellcat a little bit ago, which I don't like so much. I keep getting myself into trouble with the high... Yeah. So one shot hit him. We just finished him off. The speed of the Hellcat gets me into more trouble than it gets me out of, because I end up in too far forward positions and stuff. And then I just get destroyed because, of course, it has no more armor than this thing does. After I took that shot to the tracks, I moved back until I ended up reversing into the bridge. But I ended up just sitting here for ages, and that guy is not going to get hit, but we are going to get a kill. There we go. Just took out the BDR, I think it is. I think that's what we took out. Yeah, the BDR G1B. So, although I was never really in the battle, I have done lots of damage. Unfortunately, I don't have XVM or anything, so I can't actually count. if you just heard my Facebook, my friend has just sent me a huge message. I'll have to read that later. And that's it for this battle. This battle is pretty much over at this point. We find artillery who, I don't know if you noticed it at the start of the game on the minimap, he was hiding in about F5, no, a little bit further back than that, like G4-ish. He did come further forward than that at first, to where he originally said F5-ish, and then he made a... I was actually looking for that heavy. That's why I waited here, because I was scared of it being in J2 or something and shooting me before. And then of course he pops up on the minimap, so I just rushed forward to just try and hope to get some shots on the artillery. I rushed for where I thought the grill might still be, and as it turns out I'm right, and he fortunately misses me because, well, he would have devastated me if he hit me. And, well, that's not a repair bill you want when you've had a game that's only damaged your tracks so far. I thought he might have tried to make a runner after I didn't, but of course the cover is concealing him. I managed to completely derp that shot. It just went sailing past, and then he nearly kills me. Fortunately, he has worse accuracy than me on the move. And that's it. I don't get anything more out of this game because there's already a KV-1S up there. I'm not going to make it to that birch gun before anyone else. And, well, yeah, that's the end of this game. I'd like to say how much damage, but I don't have the end thingy, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't show up on here. But 20, I get the high caliber medal, first class medal, and I really love my Jackson. Because when I play it, I seem to either get first class or I derp out. It's one extreme or the other for me. So that's the end of that battle, and I will tie this together with another replay in a second. So I'll just cut this here. And this should be I'm back, and hopefully not a second video. But just in case this is a second video, hello, this is Higher Geo with WoT Tanks Replay. This time I'm in the Hellcat. This is my last game before I actually managed to, because of course I already have the 90mm unlocked. Because I went onto the Jackson first. I had like 990 people. This is a bit sucky at the moment. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just completely awful right now. I still have the 76mm. I completely forgot to refill the ammo because I didn't realise that I was quite on such low ammo, and thought I would get to the 90mm without having to put auto resupply on. So I have 11 AP and just 5 HE, which I make do and managed to fortunately win this game, and I have now got the 90mm on this. My next video might follow on from this, and I will just point out that of course I've done my 2 times, because that is my 2 times victory in the Hellcat, because that is this, and I've now got the 90mm on it. I've also done my 2 times victory in my Panzer III because with another 2 times game, I will probably be able to get my, is it the VK3001D after it? Or the VK2801D? I don't know that tech tree very well. With all the Germans being VKs and stuff. I can't remember the tech tree very well anymore. Like, where does that fit in? The Panzer 4D? I'll have to look after this. And then never say anything about it again, apart from until I forget again. I decided to see if I could have a shot at these guys. And I was completely out of the... There's no way I was getting a shot at any of those guys. I tried for that KV, but what range was he at? 425, and he was angled-ish anyway. So I was just wasting the very limited shots that I had. Up there is the ARL and the Churchill. That's what was shooting at me, and then there's LK Max, who was very short-lived. Actually, no, I can't be bothered rewinding that. It seems more effort. I was trying to get a clean shot here, but I couldn't get the gun down enough, which was annoying. I feel I don't want to really go up either of the American tank destroyer lines. I think I will complete this. I might get the one after the Jackson, the T-25, but other than that I think I might just keep the Jackson and that be at the end of those. Maybe at some point I'll eventually go up the American turreted line. I don't particularly like the American tank destroyers too much. Although, what, the T-30, is it the American tank destroyer? That is almost no different to the American T-29 Heavy or the one after it, the T-32, is it? So, I don't see the point in those.
That one didn't go through.
But I don't particularly like most of the American lines, actually. I do quite like the looks of the 9.3 lights that are going to come in. But we'll see when they come in. I like the sounds of the new mechanic with it. If someone fires at you and it ricochets, that you can damage people behind them. As long as it doesn't result in like huge amounts of team trolling. Okay, I'll switch to my high explosive because I don't think I'd be doing any damage without, because the guys are at quite a good distance as well. Yeah, 450 meters. And then there's another one over here in a second. 500 meters. Actually, how can I see him? I thought the render distance was only 500 meters, and that's 509. Strange. Oh well. I'm not arguing if it gives me shots at him. I would quite like the XVM thing that gives you the lines on the map, not the one that Oh, I was penning with HE. After I'd said it, I was like, oh, because I realised I'd switched back to my AP, but I'd only got like 2 shots left, so I think I was actually penning with the AP, with the HE, which was good. Wasn't doing a great deal of damage though. Still doing similar damage to my actual AP shots, of course, except for I wasn't actually having to penetrate. And there's my last shot. I'll just cut the recording in a little second because all I do is just run down here and go sit in the cat, because I'm not going to get to the other tanks, and even if I do, I have nothing to hit them, and ramming them in this thing would just be suicide. So, thanks for watching, and that's it. Yeah, just sit in the cat. So thanks for watching. This has been Hellcat with WoT Replay. Like, subscribe, all that random crap.